your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Young Chef competition taking place a bit differently this year as judges critique the dishes virtually. Tonight, 2 young women from Grand Bahama are hoping that they will be named the winner of this year's competition. Jamila Mizik reports.
It is an opportunity for young aspiring chefs to showcase their talent. The annual Young Chef competition taking place among students across the country. Chief Judge Chef Gerald Roll says this year 2 students from Grand Bahama took part in the competition.
We had 1 student from last year who was competing to finish off the 28 competition. Due to COVID, we had to cancel. So she came back and to finish off her year. And then we have a 28-year student who competed for this year's competition. This year the competition is a little different. It's a virtual competition where we send out chefs to the family islands. Instead of bringing the students to New Providence for the finals, we send chefs over to be tasting judge to taste the students' dishes, and we have judge in the studios and also judging as well.
Young chef Donna Gibson says she's pleased with her performance and plans to enter next year's competition.
Of course, the nerves kicked in at a certain point, but overall I did really well, I felt. I did a coconut tart with a meringue, a fiberglass curd topped with fresh fruits. For my rice dish, I did a pumpkin rice ball filled with a steamed mutton topped with a mango salsa and a cilantro aioli. I had about 3 weeks of preparation. For that time, I feel like I did really, really well.
Young chef Renaya White says she hopes that her Bahamian-inspired waffle and seafood dish was enough to secure her a win in this year's competition.
I feel like I did well for a beginner, honestly, because if you said a compliment, like I look like a professional, so that's good inspiration for me to do more and be more. I wanted to test my abilities, honestly, because like I wanted to push myself to see if I'm compared to any other person.
Chef Roll explains the opportunities for the winners.
The students who win the competition get an opportunity to go to a boot camp at Johnson & Wales, and they also get an opportunity to get a full scholarship at Johnson & Wales if they're successful in winning the competition. This year is a little different because of COVID, because one of Johnson & Wales campuses in North Miami has closed because of COVID, but we still have a lot of prizes for those students. Cash prizes and opportunities with equipments and utensils for this year. But next year, for the 30th anniversary, we will be having some colleges come on board, hopefully Monroe College and also Johnson & Wales College, who will be offering scholarship to some of the students.
Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
The shocking news regarding the death of 4-year-old Bella Walker sparked concern across the country. Communities pulled together to cry out for justice on behalf of the little girl. And now Bahamian artists are letting their voices be heard. A young man is using his talent to raise awareness about child abuse through a song titled Justice for Bella. Rumiko Knowles reports.
For a grown man to actually abuse or hurt a child is demonic to me.
The voice of Bella, sat alone in this cold room. I know that he would be home.
The lyrics send a cool chill through the body as soon as it's heard. The song paints a vivid picture of what child abuse victims are confronted with. Sadly, it even depicts what little Bella may have experienced. That is the reason Mark Seymour says he wrote the song.
You know, it was sad, devastating to hear what happened to that little girl. And I have a 5-year-old daughter, and I felt that if it was me in that situation, and I decided to write that song from my heart, because like, just saying what happened was really devastating.
I can't take it no more. Oh, why, oh, why, oh.
The song went viral on Facebook. Within days, it received over 11,000 views and over 1,000 shares.
I wasn't expecting to get that much views, but It is what it is. The truth shall set you free.
Not realizing its impact, Seymour says after hearing it a few times, he became emotional.
Like, I was vividly thinking how Bella probably would have been feeling. Like, no one could hear her scream, no one could hear her cry because she's such a little girl. And to hear that her ribs and stuff was fractured, and wow, but man, it just was devastating, man.
And now, the cry is not only justice for Bella, but for every child that is a victim of child abuse.
Bella incident wasn't just for Bella. It was for other people who was going through to actually speak up and come out now.
Seymour has this message for persons who are perpetrators of such immoral acts.
God don't sleep, you know, and He's surely a merciful God, but through these trying times, we have to be cordial. I want to encourage people to not put your hands on people's children and not try to hurt the little ones because they cannot even defend for themselves. You know, and I just want people to be encouraged, you know, and people who are going through it, this is the time to speak up. This is the time to say how you feel. Let people know, you know.
If you are or know someone that is a victim of child abuse, speak up. Ramiko Knowles, ZNS Network News.
And now we turn to this evening's sports package with our J. Philippe.
Good evening, I'm Jay Philippe and welcome to Sports. It's expected to be a busy weekend for sports on Grand Bahama. In fact, archery is back and a tournament is scheduled to take place this weekend. This Sunday, November 21st, will be the first archery tournament held on Grand Bahama in almost 2 years. However, this tournament will have a twist to it.
Due to COVID situations, the host decided to do it online, and also will be the first online tournament in the Bahamas. Around the world, many online tournaments have been conducted.
Tournament director Efrain Alonso explains exactly how it works.
Scoring, judging, pictures will be taken from the targets and then submitted, and then the winner will be elected.
Over 37 participants is expected to compete.
In this event, we have in all different ages, from the youngest from 9 and the eldest 68, I think. It's a good example of a sport that could be practiced on any age, really.
From archery to women's basketball on the college scene, Grand Bahamian Yolette Matthew McQueen enters her 4th year as head coach of the Ole Miss women's basketball team in Oxford, Mississippi. On the year, the Lady Rebels are 2-1 with their most recent victory coming against Lamar University at home. Up next for the Rebels is another non-conference matchup on Friday against Louisiana Tech. And that's a quick check on sports. I'm Jay Philippe. Be blessed.